Zell Boy Army, welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we're here with another tier list. We are looking at every single prime icon in FIFA 23. So that, according to what I looked, that was like 99. There might be one or two that I'm missing, but I think I've got pretty much everyone. So we've got 99 cards to rank. As always, we base them on purely how good we think the cards are. I mean, the chemistry for icons is all the same except for the nations. Icons all get full chemistry as long as they're in the right position. We'll take a look at each card. We're not going to take ages on each card, simply put. Even if I take 20 seconds a card, it's going to take half an hour. So let's get into it. So, Rui Costa, not very versatile in terms of can only play one position. That will be a little bit what we talk about with the cards as well, because that matters. Decent pace, good shot, great passing, pretty good on the ball, okay to pretty good physical, bad defending. So he can't really play centre mid or CDM. He has to be in an attacking role, which does hurt him. So I'm going to put him into the C tier. Rui Costa. He's usable. I think C is like usable but not great. D is probably basically unusable. B is probably like just getting pretty good. A is very good, like one of the better cards in the game, and then S is like top tier, one of the best cards in the game. Van Nistelrooy. So Van Nistelrooy has a great shot, pretty awful passing, pretty awful on the ball, okay physical. I feel like Van Nistelrooy should be a lot better physically than this. Decent pace, but not great. Free star really hurt this card. For me, he's going bottom end of C tier. He's nearly in the D tier, to be honest. He's borderline getting there, but it's really not a very good card. Zanetti. This has helped icons this year a little bit. The versatility in terms of the positions for chemistry. The fact that Zanetti can play centre mid helps the card a lot. Pretty good weak foot. Okay pace. Not great on the ball. Very good passing. Decent physical, amazing defending. I think this Zanetti is like a B tier, maybe an A tier as a centre mid, but in terms of fullback, probably around there. Xavi, okay pace, pretty good shot, insane, one of the best passes in the game, very good on the ball, not very good defending, poor physical. 3-star weak foot hurts him. If he had a 4-star weak foot, I'd potentially be able to put him into the A tier, but he has too many weaknesses and not a good enough weak foot for a midfielder for me to put him any higher, to be honest. Nesta, D tier. Any centre-back with that little pace at this point in the game is just unusable. EA, just rework icons. Go through the stats again, make them usable. Like Bobby Moore, where is he? Where is Bobby? He's there. He's going to be another D tier straight away. But his World Cup icon card, when they give him 80 pace, is good. Make these icons usable. Like, these icons, a lot of them are literally just pointless to have. Like, you're never going to use a centre-back who's that slow. Baggio. So, 5-star, 4-star is really nice on this card. His passing's insane. He's not bad on the ball, but his dribbling's not as good as it first looks when you realise the agility and balance is pretty bad. He's awful physically. He's okay pace. The shot's ruined by the shot power. Honestly, it's a bottom-end B tier card. With some of the stats, he should be A tier. And 5-star skills is really nice. 4-star weak was good. But there's just too many weaknesses for me to put him too high. Desai, rapid, elite defending, elite physical. I feel like he's bottom-end of S tier, but he's that good that one of the best centre-backs in the game at this point that we can put him that high. Cannavaro, bit slower than Desai to the point he's getting a little slow. Very good on the ball, elite defending, pretty good physical, not great passing. He's a bit small. I can't see his height here, but he is a bit small, I think, Cannavaro in game. So I'm going to put him like high-end B tier. If he was a bit taller, I think that A tier would be all right for him. But he's a little bit slow. The pace split's not great. There's a few issues there. That stop him. Like, he's not far off A tier for me. I think it's a pretty good card. Zola, bit slow for an elite attacker. Very good on the ball. Not sure what that composure's about though. Awful physical, great shot, pretty good passing. 4-4. I think he's top end B tier. The composure is definitely an important stat. and no 5-star or an attacker and a bit slow, like holds him back a bit. Lamb, pretty quick, very good passing, elite defending, very good on the ball. As a fullback with those physicals, I would probably be putting him like B tier for a prime icon. But as a CDM, where the physicals don't matter quite as much as having the elite defending and passing and dribbling, I'm putting Lamb as an A tier based on his CDM position. Schweinsteiger, way too slow, but very good elsewhere. 3-star, and the pace really hold him back. I'm probably putting him bottom end B tier. If he was quicker, he could be A tier. And honestly, that pace would put him on probably near C tier. But he's that good elsewhere that I think that he deserves to be B tier. Bad defending, okay pace, pretty good on the ball, like all round. It's B tier again. He's not a mile off the A tier. Shevchenko, good pace, great shot, bad passing, bad physical, okay at the ball, 3-star skills, C tier. Gerrard, we're going to go through a bit fast because the video will take forever if not. 3-3 hurts the card, way too slow, not great defending, probably a C tier. Should be better than that. Now Kaká, I don't get why his prime's only a 91. When you look at this card with a Hunter though, pretty insane. Kaká even then still an A tier card. Zidane, obviously an S tier card, one of the best players in the game. Vidic, too slow. Not the greatest on the ball, but his defending and physical's insane. So like compared to Cannavaro, he's a bit slow, a bit clunky, but his physical's so good. I feel like we're going to end up with a lot of B tier icons, like good cards but not great. Luis Hernandez, great shot, great pace, good on the ball, not great physical, not great passing. 3-star weak foot hurts him. He's got enough pace and shooting though that I think we can put him in the B tier. Perez, awful shot, not the best on the ball without Julie bad physical. He's got some good stats but not enough to really help him, so that's C tier. Hierro, way too slow, D tier. That Hierro should not be that slow, but that's the A. Awful on the ball. Not great pace, not great passing. Very good physicality defending though. This is a top end C tier card for me. Like compared to someone like Schweinsteiger is just way better in terms of being well rounded. Petit, he's okay, but he's just not got enough about him across the board. Henry, elite card to be honest, insane shot, very good pace, pretty good on the ball, the balance hurts him. Not the best passer, like this Henry's passing and physical definitely should be better in my opinion. He's A tier for me. If he had a 5-star, it could push him into the S tier, and the physicality and passing are a bit low, but still a very nice card. Hadji, can't play CDM or centre mid with that physical defending, so he's a bit like the Rui Costa has to be. A cam really, and he's just a bit too weak in too many areas for me. Compared to Costa, he's a little bit better technically. The shot's that much better that I'm probably putting Hadji at the bottom end of B tier. Sanchez, no skills but does have the weak foot. He's a pretty similar card to Luis Hernandez, a bit better all round, but not enough to push him into the B tier for me. Makalele, okay pace, average on the ball, bad passing across the board for the most part. Great defender physical, but a bit small. On this game, these players just aren't that great, so I'm putting him C tier. Baresi, obvious D tier. Alberto, obvious S tier. One of the best fullbacks in the game, clear. Cantona, S tier. 5-star skills, insane across the board. Really good card. Koeman, C tier. He's got good stats, but a little bit too slow to get any higher than that, really. Cruyff, obvious S tier again. Some of these cards, we just don't need to spend a long time on them. It's just obvious. Socrates, I've used his mid. It was actually pretty good, to be honest. Like 5-star weak foot's really nice. Skill move's good. He's just not able to play midfield too much because of the lack of defending. Like, it's really bad. But technically going forward, he's good. He's just a little bit clunky and a bit too slow to be an elite card. He is B tier still though for me. Butra. 5-star weak for him is really nice. He's amazing on the ball and got really good shooting. His World Cup icon is better, but I still think this card's got enough about him to be A tier. That weak foot pushes him over the edge. Now, Van Basten, in the length he made, could have been great. His shooting's that good, you're probably going to put an engine on him. With an engine, he's got some pretty good stats still. I think that he is good enough, especially with the weak foot, to push him into that B tier. His stats are just that good across the board. But Van Basten should be an S tier player. Like, EA just underrate the card for some reason. Now, Rijkaard as a centre-back would be probably C tier. As a CDM though, bit slow, but good passing. Elite physical defending. Bit average on the ball, but he's got enough about him that he's going B tier for me. Hullet, obvious S tier, no debate about that. One of the best, if not the best midfielder you get all year. Lineker, probably C tier. Compared to like the Mexican strikers, his passing's worse. Bit worse physical, not the best on the ball, but he's still quick and can shoot, so he's not an awful card. Lack of skill most hurts him too. Suka, much better on the ball than Lineker. 4-star as well. Very good card all round, to be honest. B tier, not enough to push him into the really high tiers. Laudrup, underrated card at times on FIFA, but it's a little bit like Perez, just too many weaknesses on the card. It's a C tier. He's not unusable, but he really ain't great. George Best, rapid, great on the ball, very good shot, pretty good passing, but no 5-star, not the best physical. Mean I don't think he can be pushed into the S tier, but I'd still put him in the A tier. Riquelme, some very good stats, but just not good enough across the board. That pace is bordering, yeah, not even bordering, it is just making him unusable. 5-star, 4-star, with that shooting, passing, and some of those dribbling stats, that's really good. But that pace, physical, can't play CDM where he can get away the pace a bit more. He's just not good enough. Unfortunately, it's D tier, which is crazy for a card with those stats, but there's just too many massive glaring issues. Pele, obviously S tier. Yashin, I'm putting him A tier as a keeper. He's got some insane stats animations, but he's a bit too small to be an S tier keeper, I'd say. Del Piero, 5-star weak foot, very good shot, passing, bit clunky on the ball, unfortunately, bit poor physical. I'm putting him B tier. I think his baby card's actually better, which is weird, but yeah, not enough good stats, or too many issues to put him up there, but too many good stats to put him there. Puyol, D tier, way too slow, just stupid. That's a card like Puyol's unusable. Bergkamp, an often underrated card. I think he's pushing top end of B tier though. I think his dribbling with that agility bounce is a bit low. He's a bit slow compared to some of the top icons. Passing's pretty good, but not insane. The physical's a bit low, but not too bad. So he's probably like mid-end B. Kluivert, pretty quick, very good shot, pretty good physical, but clunky, not great passing. 4-4. Again, though, enough to put him in the B tier. Vieira's S tier. For me, he's at the bottom end of S tier. On a game where I like midfield to be a bit more well-rounded, I'm not a huge fan of Vieira, but he is that insane at what he's good at that you can't really not put him there. Schmeichel's an S tier keeper for me based on keepers. He's insane in terms of some of the animations he got, and he's got some great stats. Roberto Carlos, crazy pace, pretty decent passing, very good physical, elite defending, but too clunky. Bit too small and too clunky. If he was not as clunky and a bit bigger, he'd be S tier. Mateus, bottom end of S tier, but he's just too good in terms of how good all his well-rounded stats are to not put him there. Maldini, obvious S tier. Blanc, little bit too slow to be honest, but he's 6'4" with insane defending, good on the ball, very nice physical. Blanc's an A tier centre back for me. If he had 5 more pace, he'd be S tier. Henrik Larsson, pretty quick, Similar to the Mexican strikers, though, like quick, great shot, but a few issues, and 3-star, 4-star's not great, so he's bottom end of B tier. Vieri, slow for a striker, awful passing. He's that awful on the ball and that slow with 3-star, 4-star. I'm putting him at D tier. I'd put him at the top end of D tier, that he's bordering C, but I still think there's too many issues. Miroslav Klose. Pretty quick, honestly. That's a pretty decent pace. Good shot. Decent physical. But again, 3-4. Awful passing, awful on the ball. Few too many issues. Put him into that C tier. Eusebio, obviously a top S tier striker. To zoom out a bit. Veron. 3-star, 4-star. A bit slow. Not the best defending. Not the best on the ball. But his technical stats are pretty good. I'm putting him top end of C tier, I would say. Campbell, compared to some of the other icons, he's pretty good still. The physical and defending's amazing. He's fairly quick. Ridiculously bad on the ball, though. Like, can't pass. Ridiculous bad on the ball. Not rapid. But he's pretty quick. Puts him in the B tier. A few more pace, he'd be pushing A tier. If he was a bit better on the ball, he'd be pushing A tier. But compared to, like, Desai's a lot better on the ball and a fair bit quicker, which, for me, puts Desai above him. I forgot Gattuso exists. Like, I've never seen Gattuso even used really for years on FIFA, but he is a card. So insane physical and defending, but small, slow, not good passing, not good on the ball. I'm putting him D tier. He's just pointless to have. Scholes, bottom end of C. He's only getting away with that because he's got some pretty good stats and he's a CDM, but he's bottom end of C tier. That's the problem. John Barnes, bit of an underrated card. 4-star, 4-star. Rapid, good shot, decent passing, very good physical. Pretty good on the ball. I think he's top end of B tier. Garincha, obvious S tier card as a winger. Dalglish, doesn't have as bad passing as some of his lower cards. Rapid, great shot, good dribbling. He's got enough about him to push him into the A tier for me. Rush. I thought he had a 5-star weak foot, but maybe that was the moment that got that. Very similar to a lot of the other strikers we've had. C tier. Ian Wright, another C tier. Zambrotta, S tier. For a fullback right now, he is very good across the board, so he's going S tier. Now, Beckham's an interesting one. Before, it was quite hard to get him at centre mid, but as an actual centre mid, it's not a bad card, to be honest. Okay pace, but not great. Very good shot. Insane passing. Like, I think Beckham was good at passing, but I don't think he was quite this good at passing. Decent on the ball. Okay physical. Probably decent end B tier icon. Puskas. Crazy shot. Crazy pace with the chem style. Great on the ball. Pretty good physical, but the 4-star, 3-star hurt him. He's top end of A tier, especially as a left winger. But 4-star, 3-star kind of kill that card, unfortunately. Van Persie, great shot. Good passing. Bad physical. Okay on the ball, but not great. B tier card. Dino, obvious S tier. One of the best icons in the game. Drogba, rapid. Great shot. Great physical. The dribbling and passing, though, hurt him, but he's that good at what he's good at that I can put in B tier. Ashley Cole. Very good as a defensive, well-rounded fullback. Pretty good on the ball. I'm putting in B tier. He's not the best in some areas. That holds him back a bit, though. Ballack, an often underrated icon. 4-4. Decent pace. Just too clunky and not elite enough in enough areas to push him really high. But I still think it is an A tier icon. Ronaldo, obvious S tier, the best card in the game. Now, Rivaldo, I do not understand why he does not have 5-star skills. If this card was 5-star, 2-star, it would help the card a lot. But the 2-star weak foot really hurts it. I think He's that cracked across the board on different stats, though, that I can put him at the bottom end of B tier still. Raul. Very good underrated card again. Pretty good on some of the key passing stats. Okay, physical. It's a lot better than it looks. That aggression does not matter that much. Great on the ball. Great shot. Good pace. I'm putting Raul at the bottom end of A tier. I actually think he's pretty usable. SCN. Decent. It's basically like Makaleli, but better, I would say. And we've got Makaleli in C tier. I think SCN's more towards top end of B. Stoichkov. Pretty quick. Well, I mean, 99 pace with 100. Great shot. It's another one of these where if you give him like better than 4-star, 3-star, he could be borderline S tier. He's a little bit worse than Puskas across the board, I would say. But he's got enough crack stats you can put him high. Czech. I'm putting Czech as a S tier keeper. He's insane still for what you want. Torres. Great shot. Rapid. Pretty good on the ball on this prime icon. Decent physical. The passing's not great though. The 4-star, 4-star's not good. I'm putting him bottom end of A tier there. Cafu, obvious S tier fullback. Van der Sar, probably the best keeper in the game when it comes to icons. Shearer, all-time Premier League top scorer, but awful on the ball, awful passing. 2-star, 3-star, D tier. Rooney, honestly, probably a better midfielder than anywhere else. If he was 4-4, that would help him a bit in the attack. But as a midfielder, he's a really good card. I'm putting him as an A-tier midfielder. Owen's going to be like a lot of the other strikers. Rapid, good finish, okay on the ball, but not good enough elsewhere. Lampard, C-tier. Casillas, top end of B-tier. He's just a bit too small. Figo, I'm putting A-tier. His World Cup icon would probably be S-tier because that 5-star skills would push him up. But there's not enough there for the card to go any higher, in my opinion. Litmanen, or Litmanen, I don't know, it's a weird card. Really clunky, bad on the ball, pretty average passing. I'm putting him bottom end of C tier. He might even be a D tier card, to be honest. Trezeguet, awful on the ball, awful passing, like just never use that card. Nedved, pretty good, little bit slow for an attacker, but he would be a decent midfielder. I think he's well-rounded enough. He's versatile. You can put B tier. Rio, like Campbell, just a bit better on the ball, so goes in this A tier. Crespo, his World Cup icon was better, where you got the 5-star weak foot, but this card's still got some pretty good stats. I think decent B tier icon. Pirlo, I think this one's the slow Pirlo, right? Yeah, I think he's C tier because the skill moves and stuff, and his passing is elite, but the 5-star, 4-star is really nice. But too many stats push him to near the D tier. Eto'o, top end of A tier. Not quite elite enough physical, no 5-stars to put him into that S tier of icons for me, but still very good. Xabi Alonso, middle end to top end of C tier. He's just slow, but he's got enough elite stats. Jairzinho, obvious S tier card, one of the best icons. Couldn't see his card on here, but we can see him on Footwiz. If you look at him on Footwiz, still pretty cracked across the board, to be honest. Like, great physical, insane on the ball. It's just a really good card. And then Gerd Muller is our final one. So we had Muller, Jairzinho, and Xabi Alonso as new icons. Muller, crazy shot. Probably honestly go an engine on him, I would say. With an engine, he's got pretty good pace, insane shooting, 4-4, decent passing, shooting traits, very good on the ball. I think it's a B tier card. I don't think there's quite enough to put him into A. Yeah, lots of really good cards. The icons, maybe you might have judged them a bit differently. Let me know what you think, how you think I've judged these. It's quite hard when it comes to judging them because there's just so many of them comparing, but I'm trying to compare them to the current state and meta of the game. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you've been having a very good Christmas period, friends and family. Appreciate you guys watching the video. As always, peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.